Hey guys, Crew Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
Aaron, today we're continuing our Marvel Marathon of Honest Trailers to Thor, the God of Thunder, Chris Hemsworth. What are you doing?
I was trying to get Mjolnir.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir.
Can you spell it?
M-O-L-U-J.
Nope.
Either way, it didn't come. I was hoping to put a hole in your roof.
You're not worthy. Thor, I loved Thor. I actually liked this one better than the second one.
Okay.
I love Kenneth Branagh, who's the director.
Okay.
He also played Gilderoy Lockhart in the Harry Potter movies. You know, he would have been in the second one, Chamber of Secrets.
Okay.
Right? Anyway, he's also he was also in Wild Wild West. He was the little guy in the wheelchair, the bad guy.
Loveless?
Yeah.
He played him?
Yep, he played him. And I'm sure that people are gonna be angry, like, "What, you only know him from those two movies?" He's like an acclaimed actor and director, but I also know him as the director of Thor. So
okay.
Anyway, so he really brought that. You know, he's very well known as like a Shakespearean kind of actor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he kind of brought that into Thor a little bit.
I could see that.
You know?
Yeah, the way they talk and everything too.
So I don't know. I really enjoyed this movie. I don't really have much like bad to say about it to predict what they're going to complain about.
Him just being on Earth with no powers for a superhero movie.
That's fun though.
Like you probably see him only like 30 minutes with his hammer doing crap.
That's true, but it's still fun
to see him get hit by a car like 3 times.
Yeah, I love it. I was waiting for 4. And
he like
very disappointed.
Gets a shot in his butt.
Yeah. How dare you touch the son of Odin? The only piece of trivia I know about this movie is that they built that town. Like, they actually built it.
Oh, really?
So they could destroy it. They didn't want to, so everything that's in there that gets destroyed in that town is actually them, like, blowing up. You know what I'm saying? But what they did was they built it so that if you, like, squint, like, the shapes of everything and the building with the star at the end of the street kind of looks like Asgard. A little bit.
Okay.
To kind of have like a parallel between the two worlds.
Oh.
Which I always felt was interesting.
That's kind of cool.
That's why he's like banished there.
You gotta squint.
It's like
when that Cheez-It looks like Abraham Lincoln.
I'm just saying, if you took like the shapes of what everything is, like, you know, it kind of gives you a sense of like Asgard. You know, Asgard has a huge palace at the end. And this thing has that like observatory thing at the end that they're all in. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch the Honest Trailer.
Let's watch Natalie Portman.
Prepare for a film that only exists so non-nerds will recognize the blonde guy in the Avengers. Thor. You've seen great superhero films. You've seen terrible superhero films. Now, prepare for a superhero film that's just kind of... I mean, I guess they did the best they could adapting a comic book about a bratty space god.
You are an old man and a fool!
Journey to Asgard, the land of Viking myth, where everyone gets a pointy hat. The gods live inside a CGI pipe organ, and the only way in or out is through the Rainbow Road level from Mario Kart. Meet Thor, the least relatable Marvel hero since Doctor Strange. He's an idiot demigod prince with a magical hammer that really needs to buy a vowel.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir? What's Mjolnir?
But Thor isn't the only god in town. Meet Loki,
That's such a weird thing to
Thor's
say.
evil stepbrother, who will stop at nothing to betray his adopted father with the help of his real father.
I will conceal you, and you can slay him where he lies.
In order to betray his real father,
Your death came by the son of Odin.
to impress his adopted father?
I could have done it, Father, for you!
That makes even less sense than his plan from the Avengers.
Not a great plan.
Meet Odin, Thor
like that
Loki's
one,
dad, who pretty much guarantees that one of his kids will grow up to resent the other.
Only one of you can ascend to the throne. Both of you were born to be kings.
Oh, and all these rejects from Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Xena Warrior Princess.
Found you!
Struggle with the former god of thunder
I like them,
as
they
he's
were
stripped
funny.
of his powers and banished to these 2 square blocks in the New Mexico desert. There, he'll acclimate to our strange Earth customs, like ordering in restaurants,
Another!
healthcare,
You are no match for the mighty!
traffic safety,
Yeah, see, there you go.
and horse purchasing.
I need a horse.
We don't have horses, just dogs.
And give me one of those large enough to ride.
Watch as Thor turns to Jane Foster for help, a brilliant astrophysicist with supermodel good looks that just happens to be single, and who immediately falls in love with Thor for no good reason. Make that 6 reasons. Abs. So ride along with Thor as he loses, then regains his magic powers, hooks up with Jane, saves 2 different realms from destruction, and learns the virtues of patience and humility, all over the course of a long weekend. Seriously, this whole movie takes place over 2.5 days. Starring Thunder from Down Under, Pokemon, The Godfather, Idris Elba, Lord Zed from Power Rangers, Little Girl, and Portlandia.
Oh, she's one
obligatory movie.
Girls,
so Loki dies at the end and comes back to life by the end of the credits? That's gotta be some kind of record. Hey, Screen Junkies, if you like my...
Well, he didn't really die. He went into a wormhole-y thing that took him to Thanos and the other, and they hatched a plan to send him back to Earth.
Is that where he went?
Kinda. He had to have, right?
I don't know. I just figured he just disappeared and...
I just figured he went out into deep space.
Hid somewhere.
Did some shit.
He's Loki. He does all sorts of weird things. I don't know. Turns into like 5 of himself, you know? And like,
he's a trickster god.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also threw knives. Remember him throwing knives? That was like his thing. He would throw knives in the first one. In Avengers, when he showed up, he throws a knife at the guards, and you never see him do it again.
Huh.
That was like his weapon. Like whenever like the Warriors 3, Sif, Thor, and Loki went to the ice place, and they were fighting all the ice giants, and then like he was like throwing knives and stuff. I always felt like, huh.
And he just stops doing it.
Yeah.
He should do it again.
Well, he got a staff.
Yeah, his scepter's pretty cool. Now he just shoots stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I felt it was kind of... I think this is the strength of the movie, that they were using pretty much just the movie's jokes to do their own jokes. You know? I think that's the strength of the movie, that it was so funny.
That's true.
It's also really weird to see Thor in that first movie, because they really made an effort to make him very blonde. They dyed his eyebrows and his beard.
He's not that blonde in the later movies?
And in the later movies, he has dark eyebrows and a dark beard, and like not as bright blonde hair.
Why'd they focus so much on the blonde hair?
I think just to kind of make him look more like Thor, I guess. Thor's very pale and blonde in the...
Now Thor's a woman.
Yeah, I know. And
are they gonna change him in the next Thor?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really follow like modern comics anymore, really, because there's just so much. But I think it's because they just make weird decisions, you know.
I heard that they're changing the Hulk now too. Did you hear that? He's gonna be an Asian guy named something Cho or something like that.
Well, I mean, there's other Hulks.
No, he's gonna be the Hulk. He's gonna be the big green.
He's gonna be Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner's gonna be gone. They're gonna...
Bruce Lee?
No, Bruce.
Bruce Lee!
No, it's something Cho.
Bruce Cho?
Something. I don't think it's Bruce at all. I think it's like Johnny. I don't know.
Do you know that for the Incredible Hulk TV show, the one that used to be on television with the sad Hulk music in the end and stuff?
Oh, with
Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
You know his name wasn't Bruce Banner in that?
In the show?
Yeah, it was something else Banner. I can't remember what it was.
Like Ben?
It was, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a B.
Mark?
It was just something Banner. And the reason they did that is because they felt the name Bruce was, quote, too gay.
Really?
Because it was like a cliche for gay guys to be named Bruce. Isn't that the weirdest thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's Bruce Lee.
I know. Right? I mean, arguably the most amazing man with just rippling pecs and just... maybe it is kind of a gay name. No. Anyway, it was a funny, honest trailer. I'm glad that we watched it. I will think that they'll be not as nice with Thor 2.
I feel like they're going to be rougher on Thor 2.
Probably, yeah. But
even though I think I like that one more, I don't know.
Yeah?
I haven't seen it for a while, so maybe I'm just not remembering it properly.
I'd only seen it once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah. We'll see. I've seen Thor a couple times.
We'll find out. We'll get there eventually.
We will get there eventually. The reason we'll get there eventually is because we're doing this Marvel movie marathon. So you guys make sure you subscribe. Tomorrow will be Captain America, the first Avenger. And I love that.
Tommy Lee Jones is awesome.
He is amazing in that one. And I mean, we'll talk about it tomorrow. You guys got to make sure you come back, watch it, subscribe, like the videos. I'm Eric.
I'm Steve Rogers.
See you guys later.